Hey, what's up, guys? It's 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹. We're here to just talk about Amazon, talk about reselling, any questions that you guys have. If you're new here, I put out a lot of content about online arbitrage. I do a lot of eBay to Amazon, and I also do regular online arbitrage, some as well. I've done books, I've done retail arbitrage. So if this is helpful or you just want to come hang out, that's awesome. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, but yeah, let's get right into it. Checkmate, there's my wife. It's good to see you. Yeah, today was a lot about listing the stuff that I already have. I usually do online arbitrage. I purchase stuff online and then I have it sent to a prep center. But today, actually last Friday, I did some retail arbitrage for the first time in a couple months. So I actually had inventory in my house. Usually I purchase online and I send it to a prep center and I pay them and they take care of it for me. But I had retail arbitrage inventory, so I spent a little while prepping all that stuff. Can tell you I definitely don't miss it, but it is what it is and it's money, so that's great. I really like online arbitrage to prep center. That's my favorite way to do it. There's no going to stores. There's no waiting in the checkout line. You still have to look for items in the same way. But like when I go out and do retail arbitrage, it's like, gotta make myself a sandwich, gotta make sure that like I'm all prepared. I have my water bottle, I have all my cards and stuff. Like I'm wearing regular clothes and everything. Like with online arbitrage, I kind of just have it set up on my phone or on the computer, and I just sit down and purchase things. And I can do it for 10 minutes and then be done, and then come back to it later and do it in chunks if I feel like it, and take a break if I want to, go for a walk if I want to. With retail arbitrage, it's incredibly inefficient if you just do it for 10 minutes and then just like go home and like do other things. Like you want to stay out for a couple hours at least to make it worth your time. Stay out. But yeah, here it's super stormy, or not super stormy, just kind of stormy. But yeah, today most of the work was just listing stuff. So far this week, a struggle and a victory. The victory is that sales are still good, kind of where they should be. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. My biggest flip ever happened this week, which was awesome. On July 4th, I sold an item for $15.99, so $1,500, almost $1,600. And I purchased it for $500. So after fees, after everything like that, it ended up being $892 profit. That's the biggest flip I've ever had by quite a bit. This was like a really high-end tool, and I purchased it off of eBay. Most people are listing it for around $1,000 or more, usually even more than that on eBay, but some guy listed it for like $500. It had the case, like everything was in great condition. some of these tools, especially this line of flukes, they often have pretty high return rates. And I think that's because I don't know how to test them extremely well, and I don't know how to use them. And so, of course, customers aren't as happy with that. But this one, it was in extremely good condition. It showed that it turned on. It seems like a really good flip. So I'm crossing my fingers, like really hoping that there's no returns with this. That would be great. If there is a return, it'll just get relisted back into the inventory most likely. But yeah, so that was my best flip ever. Yeah, it's super fun to have those home run items every once in a while. Biggest struggle this week. I'm kind of transitioning to having less invested into inventory. And so figuring out how to do that and transition to that is a little bit difficult. It's not the end of the world. It's just weird trying to transition to a slightly different business model. And that was definitely a happy 4th of July gift. Yeah, definitely. Stella's just chilling in the background. How's the death pile? Or do you have a death pile? So for those of you guys who don't know, a death pile is just basically a big pile of inventory that you haven't listed yet that needs to be listed in order to actually get sales, you know? So it's weird with when I did eBay, it was really easy to have a big death pile because you source all these clothes and shoes and stuff, and then it takes a long time to list the stuff. It's much easier to source than it is to list the stuff. So it's pretty easy to have a good big death pile. With Amazon, most of the time what I'm doing is I'm purchasing stuff and sending it to a prep center. So they're doing most of my prep. But what happens is when a customer orders something and they don't like it for whatever reason, maybe they don't know how to use it themselves, or like it legit doesn't turn on, or it didn't have cords, or they just say it's defective because they want a return. Amazon will often mark it as defective. And so it'll show up in my inventory as unfillable. And so when you look at your inventory and there's something that says unfillable, maybe it's a grocery item that like it opened in transit or something and it's like spilled, or like that could be shampoo or something like that as well. Or an electronic that like didn't turn on, or like Amazon deemed that it didn't work. Or the customer just says it doesn't work. So when that's the case, you have to have it sent back to your house and or back to your prep center. And basically at that point, I've had quite a few items that I've had to send back. And so my death pile is pretty great. I also sent back a bunch of inventory that didn't have cords. I purchased them. I was going to sell them as used acceptable without cords. I'm going to mess with my Wi-Fi real quick. Maybe that will be better. But yeah, I was going to sell a bunch of stuff that didn't have cords, and realized that I was getting a ton of returns that way. And so I have them all sent back, and I'm purchasing cords for all of them, and I'm going to resend them back in. So kind of waiting for the cords to arrive that I've ordered. And then I also have some stuff that is slightly broken that needs to be listed on eBay. Any encouragement for people who are just starting? Yeah, it's like anything. Learning something new is just going to take a lot of time, and you're going to feel like you're bad at it for a while, and that's completely normal. That's just like anything. If you're reselling, starting any kind of new skill, you're just going to be bad at it at the start. Just keep learning about what you're trying to do. Learn from people who are a little bit ahead of you, and try to take action as much as you can. So that's just how it is for everything. Like when you go to start a new job, like you're going to be bad at it too, potentially. Yeah, so I was definitely thankful about that huge flip. Like, love having an $800 profit item. Like, I should be trying to find more of those if I can. Who are some people that you have learned from or look up to? Definitely the people who helped me get into Amazon in the first place. There was something called, there still is something called the 100 Book Challenge, which is basically a challenge where you try to find 100 profitable books per week. So that's kind of how I got started with Amazon, trying to do garage sales, going to libraries, thrift stores, trying to make sure whatever I do, like get 100 books in. So that was by Matthew Osborne. and 𝗂𝗏. And from there, I learned about Romer the Romer's book course, Book Business Blueprint. And I took that, got it on Black Friday. So I had to invest for it, but it was like really affordable. And that helps me a lot. That helps me be able to do Amazon full time. And then from there, I learned about retail arbitrage and online arbitrage from Hustle Buddies. I think his name's Nate Jackson. Learned from him a lot, was doing a lot of RA, and then learned a lot about online arbitrage from 𝗦पछि_𝗰𝗶 and Fields of Profit. And also, there's just been so many people to connect with along the way, like to bounce ideas off of each other. Like, it's been cool to get to know like just a bunch of people on Instagram, especially since around October when I started posting. Just being able to connect with other sellers and like actually talk to them has been really cool. I'm thinking about next time Roseanne, one of my sourcing VAs, finds a batch of leads, I'm considering making a video of me analyzing them and seeing which ones are profitable and which ones aren't. And I feel like people would like that video, so I might record that video and upload it in a couple weeks. So if you're watching this on the replay, comment down below if that would be something that would be helpful for you in analyzing online arbitrage leads. I don't think they would tank. I've also been getting into ticket reselling recently, and that's been fun. It'll be a cool way to diversify income because Amazon's a great platform, and also it's good to be able to get income from other places as well. So I've been doing a lot of research, purchased and sold my first set of tickets, purchased another set of tickets. I'm part of a group that's helping to train. I need to make some connections with other sellers in that as well. But it's been fun. It's a kind of a fun side project to Amazon that I Don't feel like I have to do, but it's fun to research into it. What's helped you stay flipping for the long haul? I kind of don't know what I would do if I didn't flip. Honestly, I love flipping. Like just buying and selling things is just naturally really fun for me. So I don't know how I would not flip. So it's definitely helpful to have it be something that's fun for you, you know? Josiah, what's up? Good to see you. Josiah pointed out the other day that I said I was trying to lower my average selling price. And then like 2 days later, I sold like a $1,600 item. Josiah's been killing it on eBay though, or on the OA game. He was in, if you guys don't know, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹, his Instagram is Bacon Bagel, and he had a story, several stories of the 4th of July celebrations the way that Alaskans do it, where they launch cars off cliffs and light fireworks in the way that they were meant to be lit off, like in a dangerous way. It's great. It's the exact way that you're supposed to do it. He was like standing up on top of the cars with a very patriotic red, white, and blue flag jumpsuit. I think it was a jumpsuit. It was like a whole outfit. It was impressive. But yeah, today I finally listed my retail arbitrage stuff. So so that was cool. King J, good to see you. What's up? I am answering stuff, so if you have any questions, let me know. But Josiah, with this prep center that I'm at, so basically what you do is you go into, I'm just doing the steps myself so that I can visualize it. But when you list an item, you know how at the last place you enter it in the Google Sheet. So you do that kind of just like normal. And then from there, you take the ASIN and you go into Inventory Lab. And under Inventory Lab, you go to Inventory and Unlisted Inventory. And you'll click that. And then from there, you go to the bottom of the screen and you click Add Item. And then you enter the ASIN in and you just enter the information there. And from there, once you enter the information there and they receive your item at the prep center, you basically, it's just basically the same thing. They just take the information and sticker your stuff and send it out. What's my favorite food? I love ice cream and cookies and cream and brownies in it. Also like Rocky Road, anything with brownies, ice cream and brownies probably. And then also I love pizza. Like some good meat lovers with pineapple pizza is the best. Or a burger. I love bacon burgers. Those are like 3 things. King J, what's your favorite food? You like the ice cream and brownies as well? Rocky Road ice cream. Yeah, dude, I love ice cream. So when I was in college I went to college. I was playing soccer for a little while, and in the off season, I started eating milkshakes because we had an ice cream machine and we had milk, of course, and I'd just mix it together, and I'd have like this big glass of milkshake every day. And after several weeks, I noticed I gained like 8 pounds. That was very unhealthy. I went to once a week at that point. Yeah, I was very confused. I was on the phone with him and he's like, and I just want to let you know, we don't list your inventory. I'm like, what do you mean? You're a prep center? Like, well, what? What do you mean you don't list my stuff? So, I mean, it's probably a great deal for them. They have a lot less work to do, but this place seems very unbusy overall. So I think it's a good setup. Yeah, I'm getting set up with him now. His speed seems promising. Yeah, it'll be good to have you. But yeah, if you can, potentially consider training your virtual assistant to do the prep for you. Roseanne's been doing a good job with it. I still check every day that I tell her to do it for me, just because like I want to make sure she doesn't forget an item, but she does a really good job with it. Saves me a ton of time. It's probably more like 2 or 3 times a week. Just whenever I make like several purchases, like a batch of purchases, I send her an email and say, hey, can you send this stuff in? What do you plan to do with this channel going forward? I'll definitely continue talking about online arbitrage, eBay to Amazon, because I think that's something that like hardly anyone talks about on YouTube. Like I've tried to find videos about Amazon, from eBay to Amazon, and I think I found like 1 YouTube video. So really explaining and like teaching people how to do that is going to be the biggest thing. And then also just generally helping people with retail arbitrage, helping people with online arbitrage, especially beginners. And it kind of sounds fun to incorporate more sourcing type videos into what I'm doing. I think for a while I've been like not wanting to do sourcing videos, but I think it would be a lot of fun, and I think it would be really helpful for people. So I plan on doing those. Like I was talking earlier in the stream, what I might do is I might have Roseanne find a batch of leads that we could potentially test buy. And I'm thinking about just recording me going through them and reacting and saying like, no, this one is not good because of this, and like getting to see the whole process behind that. I think that would be good content. And then I might even go as far as like, I might go as far as buying a GoPro and strapping it to my chest and taking it to an estate sale or a thrift store, or doing some kind of retail arbitrage like that. Might do that every once in a while. But what's the goal for the channel? Basically, trying to help as many people as possible. It's a great way for me to stay connected with other sellers. So it's good to help people. It's good to be connected with other people, so like I can be helped. I might make some more money from it eventually, but trying to help people if I can, because like I feel really grateful for people who have helped me. Like I was mentioning earlier, Romer the Romer and Matthew Osborne with the 100-book challenge. It's just, yeah, I'm thankful for people who have helped. And it's interesting, like if I'm able to give to other people, I usually end up receiving a lot of value as well, which is really cool. Not that I'm like giving to receive value, but it's cool. It's cool to make win-wins. I think that's one of my favorite things about life. If you can find something that you like doing that helps someone else and helps you, that's perfect. And that's why I stopped selling used acceptable without cords, because it seemed like people did not like that. So I'm going to sell with cords now. Do you have a favorite platform to make content on? Instagram and TikTok is like the most so streamlined these days, because I have a video editor, Val, who is helping me with content, and he and I have a really good system for making like a lot of content and like being able to post just about every day, which is super fun. It's just cool to see that system working really well. And then like YouTube is probably my actual favorite though, because with Instagram and TikTok, like if you make a 40-second reel, that's too long kind of to like go viral most of the time. So with YouTube, you can actually get in depth and actually teach someone something. Like the point is to help people learn and get better at stuff. And on Instagram and TikTok, it's kind of like a snapshot. But YouTube, like I can sit down and actually teach some stuff and get deep into something. I'm leaving, but I want to know, having a good day? Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. yeah, it's good to have you in the stream, and it's good to meet you. Thanks for coming out. But I hope you have a really good day as well. Appreciate your questions. I'm probably also going to head off pretty soon. If you guys have any last questions, let me know. But it's pretty good hanging out. Yeah, and Josiah, I hope that prep center works well for you. The last one is just did not work out super well. All right. I think we're going to call it a day here, but thank you for everyone who watched this far in the video or came out to the live stream. It was good hanging out with you guys. We'll probably continue doing live streams just about every day. If you're curious whether we're doing a live stream or not, feel free to check my Instagram story. I always mention it there. But if you got this far into the video and any of this was helpful, then feel free to subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And feel free to connect with me on Instagram. I always love bouncing ideas off of each other and learning from each other. So yeah. And yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day and take care.